welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you've been here before. As promised, I'm going to show you how to do a dry brushing technique. Now, there are several different ways you can do your dry brushing. It's all the same idea. It's a dry paintbrush, which is a teeny weeny little bit of paint on it, and then you use it in specific spots on your furniture, so I'll show you. But some people, they'll use the dry brush and then they'll kind of like blend it with a little bit of water. I don't blend mine. I just straight put it on. So you might recall this table right here. I showed you before that I painted it with that the chalk paint that was tinted with the Rit dye, and it worked out great. 2 coats totally did it, so I'm totally happy with that. I also mentioned in that video that I was going to do some decoupaging on these weird little spots because it just came with the like plywood or particle board or whatever. So what I did is I took this fabric. It's kind of like a I don't know, it's kind of leathery. Like, I don't think it is leather, but it's kind of leathery. So I took this and I used Mod Podge, and you can use any kind of, adhesive. I used Mod Podge and put it on there, and then just wrapped it around the corners, either in this video or another video, depending on how long this gets, because I know these things get long. I'll show you guys how I did this too. And so remember, if you saw that other video, it's going to be able to go like that. And then it's also going to flip over and have padding right here of the same material, so you can use it for an ottoman or a bench. So that's what's going on with that. I'm just going to set this to the side because I don't want to get any paint on it. Now let me show you what I have done to the table. Let's get it. Let's see, can you see it? Maybe I need to just grab the camera. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, whoop, whoop, yep, right down there is where I did the dry brushing, and I think I'll just lower it. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to show you guys that technique, how I did it, all that stuff. So basically, I feel like I should be in the frame if I'm talking to you. Whoa, my face is really big. Okay, I'm not going to. So basically, I use dry brushing as a way to bring out the features in the item. So like this, there's some corners here. There's a little decorative deal right here. And what I do is I use the dry brush just to bring those out, so that way you can see the pretty little decorative features on the piece of furniture. So let's get started. I have my handy dandy brush here. Like I've said before, if you're going to be using a brush multiple times in the same day, you can wrap it with a wet paper towel and then wrap it with some plastic. I just reuse plastic bags from the grocery store because, like I said, I'm cheap. And then it's good to go. If it did dry out just a little bit, you'll spray it with water. However, we're dry brushing. So dry brushing means that we don't really want our brush that wet. So this is okay. So I'm going to put all my junk to the side here and get started. Now, this, you might recall, it was yesterday I posted a video on my chalk paint recipe. So yes, this is in a creamer container because I just use different plastic containers to mix my paint in. And so this is the chalk paint that I taught you how to mix if you watched my last video. Oh, also, speaking of my last video, I was having an issue with someone not showing up for Marketplace, And, like, I totally drug this piece of furniture upstairs, and, you know, so then I sent him a text. I was like, hey, I dragged this upstairs, you know, you didn't show up. And it's so cool because the lady actually got back to me, and they showed up, and it wouldn't fit in their vehicle because they had something else, so they gave me half the money yesterday, and then today they're going to come pick it up and get the rest of it. So it worked out really well. Like I said in the video, like, hopefully, you know, she didn't just flake out on me because we've been talking for so long. I was just so surprised that she just didn't show up. But I guess what happened was, like, she lost her cell phone or something. Either way, I got my buyer to come get her stuff. So, and that clears up my my basement. That's where I keep the inventory. And oh my gosh, once I get going, you know, it kind of builds up. I mean, people get it, but then I get more made, and it just builds up and builds up and builds up. So, you know, just so you know, if you are interested in purchasing any of the things that are on my Facebook Marketplace or anything that you see me making in these videos, I give deals. So if you buy multiple things, I'll give you a deal. If you see something you really, really like and you just can't afford it, let me know. I'll work you a deal. So I do this for fun, and I do it to support my family. But I want people to be able to have the cool things that I make because I think my stuff's very unique. So I don't know. If you think it's unique too, leave me a comment. I want to know if you think it's unique or just, like, lame. But anyway, all right, dry brushing. Okay, gotta shake it up. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Okay, I guess I probably could, like, turn the camera off for the shake up part, but whatever. Like I said, every video, I don't edit these. I don't have time. I do a lot of furniture, but I figured might as well kill two birds with one stone and show you guys how to do what I'm doing in case you buy a piece of furniture and you want to know how I did it, or in case you decide that you want to make some furniture like this, which that's kind of what I'm hoping is that you'll make something like this. And as I said before, I got this for free. It was on Craigslist. I think it was on Craigslist. It was somewhere for free. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking, and I just have a little bit of the paint. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. I have a little bit of the paint in the lid. So I'm just going to, like, lightly kind of get some of that paint on my brush. I want it on the sides a little bit, and then I want it on the tip. And I'm just going to kind of wipe my brush off there because I don't want, it's called dry brushing because your brush is almost dry. So I don't want a lot of paint, but I want it covered on my brush. I just don't want a lot. So I think that's good. And like I said, I did already start part of this. Let me lower you just a little bit. I really want to make sure you see this because it's such a cool technique. Okay. Uh-oh. I hear my 4-year-old freaking out saying, Mommy. I might have to cut this for a second and go see what she needs. Oh, being a mother of 4, or 5 if you count the other, is very, yeah, it takes a lot of patience. So anyway, half the time the yelling is over, like, some Netflix thing that froze. I don't know. Yeah, I hear her screaming. You probably do too. So, 1 second. I'm going to turn the camera off, go see what she needs, and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back with my little girl. She's kind of having she doesn't feel very well, and she's having a rough day. So she's gonna sit here with Mommy and help out because she wants me to hold her, and I can't really hold her while I'm making a video, but I wanted to finish showing you guys. So anyway, like I said, this is kind of like a vlog because you get to see my life plus my crafts. Okay, so getting back to dry brushing. Got my brush. It's definitely dry now. It's been a little while. Shake up my paint. Got my paint.
Now we get sit on the lap.
You can sit on my lap.
You could be like this. No one like this.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It makes me do that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's move you right here. Let's move you right there. You're okay. I'm going to sit with you, okay? brush by the name. Her name is Bella. Yeah. Okay. So we have our brush. We've dipped it. We've wiped the brush off on something. Some people use like a paper towel. I think it's a waste. I wipe it back off on the container. Now, for my technique that I'm but for the technique I'm doing, I am bringing out all these little features on this table. So what I'm going to do is very carefully run my brush along the edges of the features. Okay, so I'm going to run my brush along this edge. I'll make it darker. See, it made a line. And you kind of got to be careful, and you're going to get the paint in other spots too, and that's fine. That's the cool part about dry brushing. Okay, so I'm just going to run it across this here. My daughter's definitely not happy. I apologize. Okay, and then I'm getting a little bit of dry brush down here, so if you get a little extra, that's okay. Just take and go with it, you know. Just go with it. So I'm going to run this down here. Okay, you can get out of the room if you want. Okay. That was a little much right there, but it's totally cool. I still have the lid.
Can you get out the room too?
Alright, so now I really want to get this edge right here, and it's kind of difficult, so I'm going to kind of bring the brush, stroke the brush kind of up as I'm doing it to drag that paint on there. I might have to stop again. I'm so sorry, you guys. I really want to show you how to do this, and it's, you know, the child's not dying. She's just being a little girl. Here. So, at this point, just watch, maybe mute your thing. Okay, so then this is going to come down here. I'm going to go across here like that. Can you see this? Let's see, there we go. So then we want to bring it up like that. Make sure we're getting these edges. So all the edges I'm wanting to get, and then I'm just kind of like leaving little bits of kind of brush marks. So dry brushing can kind of make something look like it's a little bit more antiqued, and so you do it along the edges to kind of bring those out, and those would be the spots where, you know, maybe they're dirtier or whatever the case may be. So that's why I'm doing it along the edges. Like I said, I like to take it and drag it down a little bit, and maybe we'll do just a little through here, maybe a little through here. Dry brushing it's always kind of a surprise, because when you're doing it, you know where you want the paint to go, but sometimes the brush touches other spots too, so then you just kind of turn that into a little dry brush action, like I've done here. So let me just show you now what this piece looks like now that it's been dry brushed, and now I've only dry brushed the side, obviously, but I want to show you what it looks like with the dry brushing, the black dry brushing. Honey, can you please be quiet for mommy? And then we're probably just going to finish this one up here and call it good. So then once we put this in there, as you can see, let me zoom you out. It looks pretty cool. I think it looks really neat. You've got your black, or my black, whatever, the black piece right here that's clear coated, so it's not fabric anymore. Like, you could put a cup on it and spill stuff on it, and it's totally fine because I put a coat over it. It's waterproof. And then you got the dry brushing right here. I really want you guys to see this. So, see how along the edges, this dry brushing, and then that's compared to, I haven't done the other side. So, if you look at this side right here, you can see there's no dry brushing, so it's just kind of, boring. But then you look here, and it's like, cool. Alright, so, let me mess back out here. I am so sorry for all the crying and everything. I just wanted to show you guys how to dry brush. And I have furniture to work on anyway. My daughter's fine. She just doesn't feel good. So I will try not to have crying children in my videos going forward. So thank you for watching if you actually watched the whole thing. I will do another video on dry brushing that won't include a screaming child. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, it'd be great. I'd feel very supported if you subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, whatever you feel like doing. And if you want to leave me a comment about anything, like, hey, don't ever have your kid in a video again, that's fine too. Or if you have ideas or you have questions or whatever. And then once again, you can find my items on Facebook Marketplace, and you'll just look up Angela Sawyer, and I'm in Spokane, Washington. So that's it. I hope you have a great day and enjoy doing your crafts and everything else. Peace out.